Hello everyone, in this video we are going to take a look at functions. Functions are important for repetitive tasks and maintaining the code are easy. Functions are extremely useful because they allow you to define logic once and use it in many places. It means if there is a repetitive task and you can use the function. Function makes the maintenance of your application easier. This means that you can look at the function and you would be easily able to tell or understand that it is for a specific purpose. Functions are also called methods, and we will take a look at the PowerShell functions and method in this video. The signature of the function looks like this. Function is a keyword and some name and parameter. This is a parameter which is an optional with the open bracket and close bracket. By using the parameter you can send some value or string to perform certain calculation or send email, etc. And this is the return keyword. You need to put this if there is a return value, which is optional. Here we are going to write a simple function to add two numbers, and there are two inputs here. One is 5, another one is 10. Initially I want to make sure that it is working fine. Then I would convert this into a function, and z, okay, this is the return value here, and I'm going to run this one first. And $z, it's 15. It's working fine. Now what I would do, using this input value and the return value, I would convert this into a function. Function my add curly braces param bracket, then $x the input value, $y the input value, and then copy this. $z is equal to x plus y, and then the return value is z. And then now we're going to call the function. Copy this my add, call the function, and then pass the parameters. You need to pass the parameter input values, and then you need to declare a variable here, $result equal to, and then run this. Now $result, you can see the value here. This is how you need to run. And finally you can delete this one, but I keep it. Here the z value is not available outside of the function. It's available only inside of the function. In order to get the value outside of the function, you need to declare a variable and then call this function and then pass the parameter values. Okay, 100 is $x and 20 is $y. This is how you need to do it. In the next example, I have a for loop running on the host 1 to 10, and I want to make sure it is working fine. So highlight and run, and I am able to write 1 to 10. Here we have two inputs here, but I'm going to take only one input, this one, and then write a function for this. Let's see how we can do this. Function write number curly braces, and copy this, paste here, indent properly, write param $end value. We're going to pass $end. and then call the function right number, and then 15, right. I will write 1 to 15, write 1 to 20 now. One to 20 I will write, and finally you can delete this, but I keep this. I'm going to keep this for your reference. This is the next example for function. I took this code from lesson 13, and if you want to know more about last index of substring, then I would suggest you to watch video 13. Here I've written a function, and then I've given a name, pull name only. That means I want to pull only the John, and write it on the host. Okay, here I copied this exactly up here, and then the string is a parameter. That is, I'm sending this information as a parameter. So I declared a variable here, $string, and then passing this variable here, and then finally I'm calling the pull name only and passing the string. Okay, let's run this one. And at first I want to make sure this one is working fine. Okay, it is pulling the John without any issue, and then always I write a function after that, and then I'll run this one. In this example, I copied the code from lesson 14, that is video 14, which sends email using SMTP server. If you want to know more about the code, then I would suggest you to watch video 14. I expand here and I expand here. This is the HTML string, and I'm saving it into an array. Okay, after I got the result, and I'm sending it to an HTML file. Okay, I hold this HTML array and I'm sending it here in the email. I want to convert this into a function. Let's see how we can do this. Function send email, curly braces, close curly braces, and then param, and then $str HTML. This is a parameter, and then call the function. Copy this, paste, and then the HTML string we need to pass. str HTML. Okay, highlight, run. Client computer, you can see the mail has been arrived successfully. That's it. In this example, I took the code from video 10 and modified like this. It is very simple. I briefly go through the code. In my network, I have 4 computers, domain controller, and the client computer, Windows 11, and the Exchange server, and the SMTP server. And I saved into a variable, and here I'm looping through this variable and get the computers one by one and get the status. This is a variable, and get the spool of status here for each computer, and here the operating system, and here the last boot time, getting into a variable. Finally, I'm saving this into a result array and then a hash table. Okay, let us run this one. result, and the status information, last boot information, the computer name and the operating system. It's coming really good. Okay, let us convert this into a function. Comment this and copy this, and then function get status curly braces, and then paste that and close curly braces, and then declare a variable $res, and then return value $res1, and we declare the parameter param, and then $computer and passing it here. So I'm going to copy this because we have two more, and change the name. Get OS, and go comment this one and copy this, and then paste here. Change to 2, and this one to return value 2. Get last boot, and then 3, and copy this and paste here, and then 3. Now we have to call the function get $1, and then variable $status, call the function and return value, get the return value. $OS variable get OS, and then pass the variable $1, which is the computer. Copy this and then pass the computer $1. Save it, run. The result, I'm not getting the OS value. Let's go and see what is happening. One N is missing here. Save it, run one more time. Result. Now I'm getting the OS information successfully. Finally, I'll show you how to debug this code. I put the cursor here, click on debug, and toggle breakpoint, and then run, and then the computer, the code comes and stops here. And you can see here that it is DC01, and then press F11, and then it goes to the function and then gets the value here, and the spooler status for DC01 is running, and then returns the value. Okay, running, and this is how you need to run and debug the code if you have any issues. That's it. Thanks for watching, guys, and you have a great day.